What's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? This video is basically UFC related. If you're not into UFC, this probably isn't going to interest you a whole fuck of a lot. For years and years, I've been a big Tito Ortiz fan. I loved the excitement that he brought to the UFC. The shit talking, the rivalries that he started. Shit like him and Ken Shamrock. Tito Ortiz put asses in the seats. And I've watched countless times on YouTube, and YouTube is an ingenious site for shit like this. Well, you can watch interviews with fucking Tito Ortiz or anybody in the UFC. And Tito said that it took him 11 years to make $8 million. And when you think of the revenues that Zuffa Productions brings in with every pay-per-view, with every fucking fight night, the Spike TV deal that they've got, you know, that's really feeding your fucking fighters off scraps off the table, I think. And for years I thought Dana White was a complete fuckface. I really did. One of the things I like is he speaks how he does. He's not afraid to fucking tell people how it is. He's not. If he thinks you're a fucking idiot, he's going to tell you that. And he'll worry about the networks bleeping it the fuck out, because he'll just say it. And that's cool. You don't find a lot of people in Dana White's position who are like that, who are a real fucking person. As a businessman, Dana White is a fucking genius. You don't get rich by giving it away. Right? That's the first rule of fucking business. Keep it for you. That doesn't make it right. You know what I mean? That doesn't make it acceptable to everybody. A lot of people dislike that. Tito Ortiz spoke out against it louder than everybody else, which is another reason why I love Tito Ortiz. But you can't take away from the fact that as big as the UFC is, and they don't need corporate sponsorship from fucking anybody. They basically accept it, but they don't fucking need it. But as big as they are, it's a fucking shame that the fighters can make as little as they do. They put their lives on the fucking line, literally. And I know there's never been anybody seriously injured in the UFC, but it's gonna fucking happen eventually. One of those punches are gonna miss to the chin, and it's gonna get somebody in the throat, and the motherfucker's just gonna gargle to death in the ring. I think it was really cool for Dana White to put the offer out to Kimbo Slice to enter the UFC via the Ultimate Fighter TV show. Even cooler, after all the shit that Dana White has spoke about him, Kimbo Slice showed the fuck up. I think it's unfortunate that Kimbo was put in a situation against such a well-rounded mixed martial artist like Roy Big Cunt Nelson. And I know how I pronounced it, motherfucker. Absolutely, I know. When he was fighting Roy Big Cunt Nelson, you know, he was put into a move that's somewhat undefendable. Unless you have a buddy of yours that's willing to smack that dude with a fucking chair, you're not getting out of it. You've got nothing to roll against, and you can't get that fat fuck off you, not without a forklift. But it's not like Roy Big Cunt Nelson is going to go very far in this show, even if all Rampage's guys are picked off, which they're not going to be. He's going to end up fighting his own teammates. And once he gets to a guy like McSweeney, the only way that Roy Big Cunt Nelson is going to beat that guy is if they start the fight at like 2:30 in the morning while McSweeney's asleep. They bring a referee into his room, and then they just flick on the lights, and Big Cunt starts going at him. That's just how it is. He's an IFL champion. Well, fuck IFL. Who are they? Yet another company who came in and tried to step up to the UFC and just got annihilated. That's what happens. So fuck his IFL fucking championship belt. That might as well be Fisher Price bought from fucking Toys R Us, you fat goof. And I don't know if the word goof means what it does in the States as it does here. But it's one of the worst things you could call a motherfucker in my country. And I think Roy Big Cunt Nelson is a fucking goof. Tell Dana White, go get you a Whopper. Dude, that dude buys and sells people like you by the fucking hour, and he's gonna fetch you a Whopper? What are you, stoned, you fucking moron? Yeah, that's one of Dana White's favorite things, you fucking moron. In that case, it's absolutely fucking accurate. But I'm starting to gain a little bit of respect for Dana White based on a lot of his video blogs and the shit that he says. Also, I'm starting to gain respect for Rashad Evans, because up until this season of The Ultimate Fighter, I did not like Rashad Evans. Green eggs, ham, and Rashad. I did not like them, Sam I Am. Did not. But again, the miracle of YouTube, being able to watch interviews and just listen to what the motherfucker has to say. Outside of being cocky and shit like that, you can't say Rashad ain't tough. He got fucked up by Machida, but a lot of people are gonna be. I don't know. I'm starting to like Rashad Evans. Sounds like a cool dude. Kinda level-headed. Which in such a barbaric sport can be fucking rare. You look at his cohort for this season, Rampage Jackson. I think Rampage Jackson lost his fucking mind. He gets a lot of flack because of stuff like The Ultimate Fighter. Because Rampage ain't a fucking coach, he's a fighter. That's just what it is. You can yell and scream at people to fucking push, roll over, fucking hit him, elbow. But the dude's in the middle of a fight, he can hardly hear you. He's too focused on his fucking fat fuck climbing all over him. Coaching would be a bitch. Easy to get frustrated. As the outsider looking into the octagon, you see a million different things that can be done. But when a dude's standing there smashing you in the fucking face, you have to take a different perspective from it. You'd fucking think Rashad is going to make a movie. Or I'm sorry, Rampage is going to make a movie. The fucking A-Team. Really? We needed a fucking movie called The A-Team in fucking 2009? That show was fucking stupid, even for its timeline, and I kind of grew up watching it. But I always knew that it was fucking retarded then. 800 million trillion zillion rounds of fucking ammunition fired, and nobody gets shot in this motherfucker. What is this, the Stevie Wonder School of fucking machine gun fire? Give me a fucking break. How many things do you think you can do to that stupid fucking van before it's just not gonna go back to the black with the red stripe? I think the 18th or 19th time that you've cut the shit out of it to turn it into a fucking tank, or a fucking submarine, or a fucking hang glider, you might do some fucking damage to that van. Bound to fucking happen. But Rampage is gonna be in the fucking A-Team on purpose. That fucks me up. Maybe Dana White really does pay that shitty, where Rampage has got to take such a fucking stupid movie role. I understand the attraction of getting into Hollywood. You can't fight forever, and an acting career might be better to fall back on. But if you think about it, more people watch Latvian gay porn with bad Mexican subtitles than are gonna watch the fucking A-Team movie. Really? The fucking A-Team? Seriously, Rampage, the fucking A-Team. That's fucking retarded. If A-Team was on today, on your TV, it's just such a fucking cheesy show. It is. It shows incompetence on the fucking behalf of the United States military, because they can't catch these fucks. You're always off by minutes just because you won't shoot them right in the fucking face, dumbass. That's how you catch motherfuckers when the United States military. Really, you're just gonna keep shooting at their fucking tires and stuff? Fuck that nonsense. Rampage on the A-Team. Rampage on crack. Rampage on barbiturates of some sort.